Hey guys, and welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm your host, PT.
Oh, what the fuck is with this mic? Ain't no way at the gig.
Is my mic bad?
Now
I
it's
think I've noticed that before. Whenever the music plays, and whoever's talking, it shuts them up for a second. Anyways,
literally,
I'm
wow,
screaming.
quieting black voices is diabolical.
Wow, guys.
Wow.
Wow. And Black History Month is coming up. I'm offended, I
You
have to
think
say.
you know someone?
Should
We take it
we-
from the top for the deepest
Okay,
note.
well, welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm your host, QT.
I'm your host, Daniel Cusimano.
and I'm Jordan Staff.
And that's how you get it done. We are back for another episode of the Traitors, episode 6. We got a 1-episode drop this week, which I honestly kind of appreciated. I feel like I'm really looking forward to the next week's episode, but it gave me enough to kind of munch on, you know?
I think they did it because they knew this is where the season's going to take off. So, they wanted to get through the first 5, I think, quickly. Given they always do the first 3 and whatever. And I think we've never seen them do 3, then 2. But I think they were like, we want to get to where we need to go to get these bitches in. Great strategy from Peacock. I love this. This was a phenomenal episode. One of the best, dare I say, roundtables I think we've ever really seen in Traitors history, dare I say.
I agree. I think there was a lot of lead up to it, and then the roundtable was really good. And then we got a fun Survivor Tribal Council type split vote. That was really exciting. Also, I think I've heard that Alan Cumming has said in a lot of interviews that episode 7, there's something that happens that has never happened on Traitors before, and it's the craziest thing.
Yeah, he says it's the most diabolical. I think Tara has something to do with it, and we'll go into that later on our suspicions of what we think it's gonna be. But yeah, he says it's the craziest thing in Traitors history. That the most carnage, I think is used. So I'm
Carnage.
Carnage. I'm excited as well. Jordan, how did you feel about this episode overall? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I also agree with. I think, honestly, if we would have rolled out these episodes week by week, I would have gotten bored. Just because,
yes,
it's been up until the last couple episodes, it's just been okay, this is stupid. Why are you doing the things you're doing? So I'm glad that we got to just rush through that bit. Good strategy on Peacock's part.
Yeah, I think they timed it out perfectly. The first 3 episodes, it was really good, the build up. And then I felt the second drop was okay, I'm starting to hate certain people. So that makes it interesting to watch at least. It gives me something to root for. But I wasn't blown away by anything going on. And then this episode, I was okay, we're here. Season 4, whatever the season is really good.
Good job, Peacock.
Excited. Okay, well, we are going to get into the episode. If you did not watch episode 6, I don't know why you'd be watching this, but we're going to talk all about it, all the spoilers, everything. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So we start the episode out, and there was a big cliffhanger, kind of a big cliffhanger from last week, where we were wondering if anyone was going to get murdered. Based on the challenge, if someone did take a shield, that means that there would be a murder for the Traitors at night. If no one took a shield, there was no murder. We weren't really sure. We had a feeling that probably there was no murder, and that feeling was right because we had no murder. So sad, but honestly, it would have been dumb for anyone to take a shield. It would have been dumb for a traitor to try to take a shield just so that they can kill at night. Just let this be a flush and move on. So
should have had it be more secretive. That's the only problem. I mean,
I was about to say that.
Peacock was really smart with doing the 4 shields one, though. The ones was never going to work. You were never going to have one person take it from the group. The 4 was a really great idea from them because everybody's like, Diva. And you could have, if you were a traitor, if Natalie was giving, should we take it? And you can kind of build off of that. But I almost wonder if that was kind of a bait and switch, if Natalie was putting that out there to see what any of the other bitches were saying. So I think it was a little bit of a break that people passed. I would not have taken it if I was a traitor. I'd be like, it's not worth it. It's too many eyes on you. No, it should have been a little bit more secret.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we talked about this last week, but I think next season they should do a comp like this again, except it's not just so public. Because obviously it can't be a one-on-one thing because then it's obviously a traitor's going to take it. But if there's an opportunity where everyone as a group is going and there's an opportunity for a traitor just to low-key grab something off of something sneakily, I think that would be fun to watch.
Agreed.
Yes. Agree completely. Then we go back into the Colton show, rolling my eyes tremendously. Colton is going after Lisa, and I want to ask you guys, do you think, I mean, I feel like I know what your answer is going to be, but do you think it's smart or dumb that he's talking to Dorinda about this? Because obviously housewives are always typically sticking together. Dorinda and Lisa seem very close. My dog literally climbing up onto my pillows is absolutely nuts right now. Like just messing up my bed completely. But yeah, he decides to talk to Dorinda and he's kind of asking Dorinda, like, is Lisa usually like this? Like, don't you think it's a little bit weird? Whatever. Dorinda does have some hesitations, but I still do think it wasn't smart to go to Dorinda with this information about Lisa.
I think Dorinda's the last. The Colton show is so real. I think that's the last person you should go to. I think you should kind of build a case with everybody else, right? And like be like, hey, Dorinda, I've been talking and like a lot of people are sharing these concerns and I wanted to talk to you because I trust you and use that as like a building your relationship. I think going to her right away doesn't necessarily make sense because like, why wouldn't Dorinda tell Lisa if she trusts Lisa, you know? So get everybody else. So then you kind of pin Dorinda of being like, hey, like everybody's kind of thinking this like thoughts. Like I wanted to bring it to you and like ask you because you and I are close. Again, he's not a gamer. So what's new?
I was going to say, I think everything Colton does is stupid. I don't think he should be trying to spearhead anything at this point. I think he should be having conversations, telling people his thoughts, and seeing if someone will run with it on his behalf. Because all he's doing is,
that's the problem. Is that I think Colton cares so much about being the one to get things done, and he obviously is not prone to games like this. But in games like this, you have to make it seem like it's the other person's idea, not like you trying to push that idea onto other people. And I think that's like his biggest mistake. But obviously, as much as he says that he was born to do this, he clearly was not.
He needs to fade into the background. Like you've done enough to where some people think you're a faithful. You've done enough to where some people think you're a traitor. This is the perfect time to fade in the background and like just make it to end game. Like do your sleuthing in the background. But I think like that's kind of what Pilot Pete did. Not Pilot Pete. That's what's his name did. Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah. That's what Dylan did. Like he was really hot and heavy. He got it. And then he kind of was dumb. And then people were like, but people trust him. Colton is just go, 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 go. Diva, this is horrific gameplay. I don't know why you think you're making it to the end.
Yeah. All right. Then we have Johnny Weir all of a sudden becoming a literal strategic mastermind. It is given so much Yellow Sophie from Survivor 49, where we don't see him this whole season. He's doing nothing. We're kind of like, what is going on? Then all of a sudden, he's Sandra putting the freaking like balls together and showing the different colors, showing the different colors of like what we need, the numbers we need. Basically, he plans this alliance of 8 people. He says if we have 8 votes, we can control the round table. Like literally genius. So the group that he says should stick together, I guess this is the group that has already kind of formed, is himself, Johnny, Tara, of course, his best friend, Mark Ballas, Kristen, Maura, Steven, Candace, Eric, and Rob. Obviously, Candace and Rob are both traitors, but also included in that group. So they really have like a solid 6 without knowing it. But I thought this was a great plan. I am surprised. I don't know. Maybe I just don't remember, but I'm surprised we haven't really had like a solid alliance in the Traitors. I mean, once we talk about the round table, they start voting differently. But if they can really like lock something down, I think this could work a lot for them.
You know, and I guess I'll put the question back to you. I think in theory, this idea is good, right? Like in theory, like period, get those numbers and you're safe. I think Johnny Weir, what he should be doing is like, I think majority of these people are smart, but why is the TV going on? Can you guys hear the TV in the background or no? Y'all are good. Period. Anyways, I think the idea is good, but I also think if I was Johnny Weir, I'd be like, let me put some suspect people in this alliance to keep me safe because you do not want to go into an alliance of 8 and like you don't have traitors in there. Like I'm sorry, like that's just you're never going to get to the end game being like, we got all the traitors out, episode 7, yay! Like that's not going to happen. So I think Johnny, I like the idea is good, but you need to morph it in being like, I don't know if I fully trust everybody here. I trust 5 people in here mostly because you don't know who traitors are. So like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little half and half. Like it's good in theory, but it's like at the end of the day, you're not bringing 8 people to the end. And it's those 8 people aren't going to stay together if you get rid of all the traitors. Like, you know.
I think creating like a voting block for a round is fine. I just like think an alliance and the traitors can only go so far.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess it's hard because you just truly don't know, especially in an alliance of 8, you don't truly know where everyone is and if people are traitors. And also with how the traitors works, like even if, let's say this 8 sticks together and they do get out traitors, which they won't because they have 2 within their group, but let's say they get out traitors get to recruit. So you're never going to get like halfway through the game and get all the traitors out and the game's over. Like then someone from your group probably is going to become a traitor. So I think it's important to be fluid, but I do like the idea of having some kind of like block that votes together.
Honestly, I don't even think you should get out the traitors early. Can I say it?
I say that all the time. I don't think so either. Especially if you really feel like just keep them until the end, and then
I agree because the scariest thing is if it's episode 7 or 8 and there's been a traitor that's been recruited, you have nothing to go off of at all, and then you're just really hitting shots in the dark of just like what's happening. For me, no, like I'd rather like keep it kind of to the end and then get to like episode 7, 8 where it's like now it has to be traitor, because then they're not going to recruit that late in the game.
But I guess you're right. They wouldn't. I mean, would they though? I don't know. Would they recruit that late in the game? Would production do that to just flush out a traitor?
I don't think so. 8 is crazy. I mean, we'll have to look back at
8. Yeah, sure.
When did Ari from Bachelor, like when did he get put in? You know what I'm saying? So,
I feel like it was around 6.
Which is fair. There's 4 or 5 episodes left, whatever. I think like now we're heading into episode 6 territory. Like even wait another round out, like maybe 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Production, who knows? I don't know. But I'm like, bitch, I don't want to fucking do that because you don't know then. Then you have 2 episodes instead of 10 to figure out
to figure it out.
Oh no, you got me fucked up. No.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many people are left in the game at this point. Do y'all?
Is it? I don't know. I can't even say.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I would be making.
I'm just curious about like the numbers for each episode.
I think I don't remember, but we're definitely past half, 100%. Like there was 22, 23 to start, and I'm thinking we're at like maybe 12, 11, 12. I feel like we're at this point.
12, yeah. I can see it. The last thing that we have before the challenge is Colton. Lisa sits down next to Colton or like across from Colton, and Colton goes, "I'm glad you don't have those sunglasses on today, so I can look you in the eyes." I can't. And then Lisa like puts down the sunglasses and it's like, or no, doesn't put down the sunglasses. She doesn't have them on, but looks at him and is like, "What do you want to see?" And then it cuts to commercial, and I just thought that was great. I'm obsessed with Lisa
because what makes this so cringy is this isn't Colton. Like that's it. Like this is all an act. This is all a facade. Like I'm not like it's not like he's eating for me. Like I feel like if Lisa Rinna said that, like we expect that from her. Like if a housewife said that, Johnny, whatever. Like this is not Colton's personality. It's just like it's all showy to me, and I think you think you're cunty and you're not eating for me. Like you're not like, ooh, you got her. Like, no, I'm like, oh, this is like put on so you get TV time. Like that's it. That's it, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, then we get into the challenge, and the challenge is in that little like shed house thing that they have in the woods. They're all sitting around a table, and there's like a few different things that pop up and clues that pop up that they have to figure out what the name associated with that clue is. 2 people run out into the graveyard and have to find the tombstone of that person, and then they get the money to add to the prize pot. Now, there's also shields that are available, but as soon as everyone sits down before the game starts, Natalie just like all of a sudden is like, if anyone takes a shield, you will be banished tonight.
Stupid. This is
not.
Guys, I kind of
what pissed me off the most was when they were like, well, it worked out last week, no one getting shields. Yeah, because that's what was going on in the show. If no one got a shield, there wasn't a murder. So that's not happening this week.
That was dumb. I loved Natalie being like, if you take a shield, you're getting up for murder. And you know why? She did that to protect her own ass, because she's like, if you take a shield, that's one less spot for me to get protected. So I would rather have nobody take shields and just like have it be like you can choose from 11 people. I thought it was funny as fuck. Like, I love that gameplay of just being like, bitch.
Yeah, it was very like a self-interested gameplay, which I appreciate. I love when a player plays self-interested. But if I'm everyone else, I'd probably be looking at Natalie, because I feel like that is a very traitor thing to do, especially when this challenge specifically does not require people to not take shields in order for there to be no banishment. Like no murder. There's gonna be a murder tonight. So again, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying this every week until it actually happens in that castle. The faithfuls need to start making sure that certain people get the shields. The people that you really, really want to protect need to get the shields. I think it just behooves the traitors for no one to get a shield. Right. And Rob even said it. He was like, "Okay, yeah, they made it easy. We have free reign amongst all of them."
I thought Natalie said if we're gonna do it, like I don't know, because I agree with you, QT. If she was like, "Guys, I don't think any of us should take shields," I thought she said like, "Okay, but like if we're doing it, we're gonna do it correct."
That's what
I do think someone else brought it up, and then she was like, but then she like brought it home and was like, if anyone takes a shield, you're getting votes.
I do think that's stupid. It's like, why aren't people taking shields at this point? Like, this is crazy.
I will say with this competition specifically though, like I could understand, like, so here's what I'll say. Let me backtrack a bit. Obviously, it would be stupid for them not to get shields because like you want a murder to not happen to gather information as a faithful, right? However, in this competition, because it's like people are going out and then you can see what's out there and then the next round goes out and people see what's out there. Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if a shield was taken, the next group that went out there would know a shield was taken. So technically they could easily figure out who had the shields, right?
No, I guess not really, because you have to think the person from the graveyard shoves his hand up, right? So you would only know if you went for it instead of the money, I think. I think that's how it would be, right? Like, you wouldn't know someone took it, because remember, the arm comes up from the graveyard and then they like hand them the bag. You wouldn't know that a shield's been taken or how many unless you went there, and then like, so really it only benefits the first group who went, because if they take it, in the second group finds out, whatever. But after that, you wouldn't know who took it, really. So I think that's how it's not like right in front of you dangling.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I don't know. These shields are becoming...
But this comp was okay. I think the comp idea was cute being there. I think it was probably fun for them being there. I also wish the group that went last got something. Like I thought
they just ran out there.
I thought Alan was going to be like, you all three get shields, because like no one picked him up and you were the last ones to stay and whatever. I thought about that.
That
I
was
like,
iconic.
Till the end, like trust.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think this comp was fine. I think cinematically it was like, like it's okay, like whatever. But, cute.
Yeah. All right. Well, one thing I will say is that when Jam Jam runs out there, it's Jam Jam and Mora. Mora is such an interesting character to me. Jam Jam obviously wants the shield. He's kind of like, should we do it? And Mora is side-eyeing him like, why would you want that? I just don't think Mora like fully understands the intricacies of the game. Sometimes it annoys me because she like does things or says things like out of retaliation or just because she thinks that she should, but I don't think she actually should. But I think I've realized, especially in this episode, that she's just like not fully there. So,
and we love that. I think you have to have people who are really smart. You have to have people who are just there for a good time, because it changes the dynamic. And it's like why you do, why people get sought out for Big Brother. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, like for people who don't get this shit. So they're not all playing like gamers. Yeah. So I think it's a fun dynamic.
Yeah. Well, they end up getting, I think it was like 4 out of the 5 or something like that. There was just one clue that they missed, that first one. But other than that, they got all the rest of the bags of money. So prize pot is getting bigger. This group, I feel like, is really good at the challenges. Like they're constantly getting money and not failing any of them. So that's fun.
I just don't think they're hard. Do you know what I mean? I think that's why other seasons seemed a little bit more strenuous and like going out and doing things and blah, blah. But
yeah. I thought this challenge was going to be the one where they get like bugs thrown on them or whatever. Maybe that is going to come up soon. That one is always so crazy. I don't know if I can. Insane. All right. Well, then we get back to the castle. And a common theme of this episode also is that Rob is kind of pivoting from Ron. He feels bad for him. He says that he talks to Ron a lot, probably more than a lot of the other people in there. They seem to play chess a lot together. And Rob has grown like a really big heart for Ron and feels bad for him. He knows that he's clearly probably going home, or at least going to get a lot of votes tonight. And he's starting to think like maybe it shouldn't be Ron. Ron also knows that he is probably going home tonight as well. So he's kind of like just lamenting around. I think in the car back to the castle, he was saying like, well, I've had a really fun time with all of you. Like it was really sad, honestly. I felt so bad for him. Also, a little aside is that Ron said on social media that a lot of people have been like self-diagnosing him or whatever with autism, and he got tested and he actually is autistic, and he was like, thank you guys for like saying something, whatever.
The best thing
But
is
my heart, that's like so crazy.
the best thing is he was like, I'm autistic, not gay yet. And I was
Yeah.
I mean, I did think on this
Maybe
movie,
next
I'll be honest, I saw that sweater and I was like, Ron, that's a fruity sweater. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I also thought he was gay, and then I was like, oh wait, he has a girlfriend and kids.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh, he has kids? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought that isn't that what he said. I'm
Go
pretty sure he
on.
said
Yeah.
that like in his exit or something.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, T. Well, we love Ron. I think he's so cute. But yeah, so this becomes the thing is that Rob is starting to pivot from Ron, and perhaps that's going to mean something later on. Colton says that he knows for a fact it is Lisa Rinna, and his plan now, this is literally his words, is to hold a traitor hostage. Now, that is crazy verbiage to come from someone that literally stalked and tracked their ex-girlfriend down. Like, now you're going to hold them hostage? Excuse me? I would just be a little bit more careful about my words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Production should have said, I love that soundbite. Let's change the verbiage, bitch.
Right. So he says that he's going to hold Lisa hostage.
Confirmed
He
children.
goes to, Ron says also autistic. Oh, wow. Okay.
So he has kids. We really, and when Ron said, I don't give a fuck about your family. I don't want you to know anything about my life. Like, he dead ass meant it.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Okay, so Colton sits down with Lisa, or Colton pulls Lisa's like, can I talk to you? She's like, yeah, sure. They go sit down, and Colton is like, I will protect you at the round table if you protect me in the turret. And Lisa's like, what? She does like the Lisa Rinna face that she always does. Honestly, when she is lying, she goes, what? Like, what are you talking about? And she does not back down. And I actually really loved her whole response to this. I thought it was great. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you actually are a traitor and someone's confronting you, saying that they know you are and they want you to protect him. Sorry, can you hear my dog barking?
Just for a
We
minute.
love him.
We love him.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's the fourth podcast member, trust.
But yeah, so Lisa, I think, responds good to this, as good as you can, and is basically like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're barking up the wrong tree. And Colton doesn't back down. He's like, I know it's you. I know it's you. I think this is an absolutely insane move from Colton. Insane in a bad way. I think that if you know for a fact someone is a traitor and you want them to protect you, you just have to get close to them and make them feel like you don't think they're a traitor. Like, you have to do the reverse psychology thing, and that escapes him.
This is why Colton's strategy was ass cheeks galore. Here's the thing. Colton, you literally told the whole entire house you thought Lisa was a traitor and that you were going to come for her. That got back to Lisa minute one after you said it, because you said it in front of a group of 5-6 people. Stupid. Why the fuck would Lisa want to work with you when you've already told the whole entire house? Like, for me, I'd be like, oh, you're trying to bait me right now. I will give Colton, we've never seen this before. Like, I will give you that. Like, this is out there. Like, this is out there. Your execution of it was horrific. Like, I don't know why you're trying to get saved now, where you're like, I'll protect you if you protect me. Bitch, you've already ran my fucking mouth. Like, you've ran my through the mud to everybody. If anything, it's going to look more suspicious if you're backing me up now, because you're the one who started the fire. So it's like, why would I trust you for shit? Like, you've already told everybody now my name. Now what? You're going to go to the round table and be, oh, guys, I know I said Lisa Rinna's name like all day yesterday and all day today. I don't think so anymore.
Yeah. The whole thing was just ridiculous from him. And I don't know what he thought. I mean, he clearly is just now, I think he seems like a very like prideful person, and he just wants, like, once he feels like he knows something, he needs to make sure to get it done. I mean, later at the round table too, he literally tells Lisa, like, I'll get myself out and I'll take myself down and you down at the same time. Like, he's not even caring about winning the game anymore. It's just about him being right. So he's not doing the right things in order to actually win and actually get people to look at Lisa Rinna as a threat.
And let's wake this up. And I saved this for the pot of talk. And I watched someone on TikTok say this. and this is, if I was at the round table, I would have just really, they probably wouldn't have shown it because legalities, whatever. But it's insane because it's like, I would sit at, if I was Lisa Rinna, I'd say, Colton, I have a question for you. He'd be like, sure. I'd be like, you only think women can be traitors in this game? Like at all? Like just only all women? And he'd be like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, because like you were so fucking hard on Tiffany, like whatever. I'm not even counting that you were on Michael because you literally said, Michael, I don't care if you're a traitor or not. Like when you go up there, so really, like you didn't care. You're now on to me. Like
he was also obsessed with Donna.
Thank you. He was obsessed with Donna. I bet you only think women can be traitors in this game. Like, I know you have a problem with women in your past and everything that's like gone on and whatever, but I just like, I know like it's a tough subject for you, but like, I just think you only think women are traitors when really you've been the only one who's been a traitor at this table. So wake that the fuck up. It's like his obsession with women needs to be stopped. Also, like Colton being like, I know it's Lisa. I know it's Lisa. Bitch, the only reason you're saying that is because you're trying to play production. There was no House of Traitors last year. You don't think Dorinda's won. You don't think Candace's won. That leaves you with a 50-50 shot of shooting a traitor. Oh my God. Like, wow. Like, Colton, get the fuck out of my face. Like, your obsession with women should be studied in a mental institution. That's all.
1000%. I do think that if I were in the castle, if I saw Lisa Rinna, I'd be like, oh, she's going to be a traitor too. I think that it was Stephen Coletti said in an interview that his wife is a huge Housewives fan and told him if Lisa Rinna is in the castle, she's going to be a traitor. So the whole time he was thinking that she was. And he was like trying to be close to her. We're not seeing that on the edits, but apparently like he was like trying to do that. No. I also heard that he was maybe sick for a majority of the filming of this, and that's why we're not seeing a lot of him. So I feel bad. I feel like maybe he's doing better than me.
But good for him though, for the strategy of like thinking she's a traitor, being close to her. 10s, love it.
Yeah, exactly. Then okay, we get to the round table. And Ron defends himself right away. He says that Colton has gotten it wrong more times than him, but for some reason you all are on me because you loved Portia so much. And correct. Like we all have, there's been a lot of people at that round table that have gotten it wrong and were loud and wrong. So why
on much more things that were not as tangible as the shit he was saying.
Exactly.
I think how he portrayed himself, someone referred to it as like, and you have this in the notes too, about like his goodbyes to each person. It was giving Dan's funeral, and someone brought that up on social media. And guys, it was working. It's just, he's a comedian, right? Like this guy isn't an actor. He's not an Academy Award actor. Like you just feel it. Like you're just watching it, and I feel it. I'm like, this guy. You hear Tara. I mean, all these people sticking up for him, just being like, I don't think it's him. And Tara and Johnny are waking up. Like, baby, they've defrosted from the ice. Like, trust and believe they've thawed out. Like, they are fucking here now, and I'm eating I'm like, Tara, you better nom these bitches down. I love it.
Yes. No, yeah, that was my favorite part is as soon as Ron started saying his goodbyes to each person, I figured that this might happen. I was telling you guys, I was playing Blood on the Clock Tower yesterday, and in the Blood on the Clock Tower game, if anyone's ever played or watched it or whatever, sometimes like the best bluff as an evil is to be like, yeah, just vote for me. Like, I don't care. You can vote for me. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't. Like, if it's that easy, then they don't care to go, then maybe they're not good. Yeah. So it would be a good bluff for an evil, but Ron is just like literally so pure and true to himself that, what was I going to say? I literally just like completely lost my train of thought.
No, you were talking about how like him going around telling everyone bye, relating it to Blood on the Clock Tower.
He's so true and pure to himself that he genuinely was just saying bye to everyone and was kind of saying like what he's learned from everyone or like what he's appreciated about each person. As soon as he starts doing that, Tara, all of these people are looking, they're like, it's not him. It's not him. It can't be. Like, this is crazy.
It wasn't even like doing it for game. Like he was just tired. Like you just saw it. Like, you felt it where he's like, I'm not going to fight anymore. Like this obsession with me, like just vote me out. Like, thank you guys for having me here. Like I have to fucking go. And I don't blame him. You know what I would have said, honestly, and bitch, I mean, hopefully no one watching Traitors is watching this or like who's gonna do the one that Matt's doing. Bitch, you know what I would do? I would ride for Ron. I'd be like, if you guys vote for Ron instead of Colton, you will not get any information from me in this game, and I will help the Traitors win. Because one thing about me, bitch, I'm petty to the fucking end, and Jordan knows that to be very fucking true. I am petty to the end. I would literally sit there. I'm like, you have bullied and belittled this man the whole fucking season because Portia said 3 fucking things about her being a traitor. Like, if you get rid of him tonight, Faithfuls, you better take me out tomorrow. I will make sure they win. Do not fuck with me.
This is funny because this kind of brings me to what I thought was going to happen. He was telling everyone nice things, and I thought there was going to be a mic drop moment where he looked at Dorinda and was like, and Dorinda, fuck you. Like, I really thought it was going to lead up to something like that.
That's wild. That's crazy that he skipped Dorinda. But listen, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But okay, so yeah, so he is still trying to defend himself by saying that Colton's got it wrong more times than him. Colton is like kind of putting it back onto Ron. Kirsten, is it Kirsten or Kristen?
I think it's
chef.
Kristen. I think it's Kristen.
Kristen. Okay, Kristen, Johnny, and Eric stand up for Ron as well. And they're like, yeah, Colton, like you kind of have been leading us down the wrong path for a while. And I appreciate this. They're really sticking up for Ron. And then it kind of moves off of Ron and looks like it's going in the direction of Colton. People are starting to look more at Colton. And I'm loving this, like absolutely obsessed with how the tides are turning. You can see it in his face that he's kind of like surprised a little bit, which I don't know why you would be. Like, you've gotten it wrong so many times. You have to know that people are going to be looking at you from that point. You think you're going to just start pointing fingers at everyone else and no one's going to look at you? Like, I'm sorry, that's not how this works. So you can see he's a little bit thrown off, and this is when he just comes out and says it and throws Lisa under the bus in front of everyone. Says that Lisa's not acting the way that she normally acts, and yada yada yada.
He says he doesn't watch Housewives. He's like, I don't watch Housewives, like whatever. He's like, but this isn't Lisa Rinna. I'm like, you don't fucking know her, ho.
Yeah.
Right. And you think that the housewife, I mean, I'm glad Lisa says this later on when they're in the like after the thing, but you think that the housewives are just acting crazy 24/7? Like, of course there's some downtime. You've been on reality TV. You know that there's a difference between like when you're on camera and having to perform, even though it is reality TV, you still are performing to some capacity. But you're not like that all the time.
And she said that, and I loved it. She said, I don't live that way, but I will for you. And I was like,
she's like, you want me to bring it out? I'll bring out Lisa Rinna, the housewife, if you want.
And she ate. And here's my thing, and I say this to people all the time, and I wonder if you guys get questioned this as well. But like, I've met so many people where they're like, oh my gosh, like you're like different than like how you were on the show. And I'm like, I'm not competing for $100,000 every fucking day of my life in an apartment in the UK after 2 months of not seeing my fucking family, bitch. Like fuck, like people think you're gonna be hopping up and down the walls. Like, it is situational, and Lisa Rinna puts that perfectly. Like, I'm not getting pinned against housewives every day and antagonized and this, that, and the third. Like, I'm just not this combative in my everyday life because I'm not put in the situations. Do you guys have people that have ever been like, oh, QT, you're like, you're a little bit different than you were on Battle Camp and Perfect Match and Circle and Jordan.
Yeah, I was about to say, every single person, even Circle alumni, like everyone ever.
I can confirm, guys, Jordan is just as much a fucking wicked, villainous bitch as he is on that show than he is in real life.
Oh, T.
Jordan,
I love
flipping around, wicked witch.
Flipping around, wicked witch, wicked witch. But no, yeah, to your point, Daniel, I agree. Yeah, I feel that about myself. Like, I already know. I knew going on to the Circle, like, I'm going to have to be a little bit more extra and whatever. And I love doing that, but it's not what you can't sustain that forever for like 24/7 your whole life. So yeah, I think it's just different. And I read like there was a study or something that was done, and it makes so much sense. I don't even think it needed to be some like crazy elaborate study, but whenever there's a camera in front of you and you're aware that there's a camera in front of you, you act differently than without. Even if you're just like doing normal things, like you're never going to act as normally on camera as if not. And also, Lisa Rinna hasn't been on the Housewives in like 3 or 4 years. I think maybe even longer.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years. But like, I don't know. She ate. And one thing I would say is, again, you pointed this out perfectly, QT, is you saw Colton's face when everybody's like, I don't think it's Ron. I don't think it's Ron. Guys, it's not Ron. It's not Ron.
Mm-hmm.
You can see him. And then he's like,
Yeah,
Lisa.
like I need to do
For me, I would look at everybody and I always say this, and I said this on the Big Brother podcast. I'll say it on this podcast, whatever the fuck y'all, ingrain this in your head if you're getting on reality TV. You have to think about the 3 W's. What is the information being told to me? Why is it being told, or who's it being told to me by? And like, why? Like, when, why, what? Like, you need to focus on these things, because I'd be sitting here being like, Colton, this is pretty convenient that now you're coming out with this Lisa argument in front of everybody when you know your ass is on the chopping block. Like, I get you're trying to save your butt, but it's like, your eyes and how you looked, you were like, fuck, like, it's not going to be Ron today. And like, now people are pinning it on me. I just need to throw something out. That is so suspicious. Like, it's it's like saying something to the HOH after they become HOH. Like, oh, you're going to tell me now that you were going to save me, but you weren't telling me that before. Convenient. So why are people buying this charade for the 3rd fucking time is insane. Like, you should never trust a gay man. Coming from a gay man, you should never trust. Like, we are liars. Like, we are nuts. We are cuckoo in the fucking head, bitch. Like, do not trust her.
Oh, crazy. So Colton says that about Lisa. A few people end up kind of agreeing with him. We have, I think it was like Natalie and I forgot who else. There's a few people were on the Lisa train as well. And a lot of people are harping back to the very first roundtable or the very first vote. Lisa votes out Portia. And everyone was saying like how crazy that was, because like they just wouldn't vote out someone from their same like show or sphere or whatever. And Lisa's like, listen, everyone was voting out Portia. Like, it was the majority vote. I thought it was Portia, which I think is fair. Even like, obviously we know Lisa's a traitor, but even if Lisa was a faithful, I wouldn't be completely shocked that you do Portia. I mean, a little bit, I would be like, yeah, the housewives usually stick together, but there was a lot of evidence pointing towards Portia that could have been true.
It's the same thing with wrong. It feels like everyone's forgetting the reasons Portia got voted out and the things she said.
But it just goes to that. It's also like, I'd be like, isn't it more suspicious that I didn't, but like, if I didn't vote out Portia, that I'm just like, oh, like, I'm going to vote with everybody else and like vote out Donna, whatever it was. I mean, like, I just think it's stupid. Wake this up. Luke Gary says, what pissed me off is why the hell did people vote for Lisa after Colton speaks up against her? Like, again, like you didn't just fuck up 2 times in a row. Then I don't know. I
would not listen to. I'd get Colton out and then reevaluate Lisa. Like, okay, sure, Colton, I'll take that with a grain of salt, but we need to get you out, unfortunately, because either you're a traitor or you're really bad faithful, leading us down the wrong paths. And like, I think it was Maura said to him, like, people are listening to you, and that's kind of dangerous because it's wrong. Who is it?
Daniel on the
I feel like I'm in an insane asylum because of these episodes. I just wanted to fit back
on the white walls.
That's because hearing Colton speak, Sophie, that's how I feel. Like, that's where I'm at this moment. Like,
that was a crazy comment.
You said it correct. I'd be like, thank you so much for that information. Your ass is getting voted out. Like, I thank you so much. Like, peace and love, Diva, but like, your ass is fucking grass. And Lisa said it. She's like, I've been in this industry for 37 fucking years. I was a housewife for 8. Like, I am not a fucking housewife. Like, I don't know why there's this cult thing of the housewives stick together. The housewives stick together. Number one, horrific gameplay to keep on. Like, hello? Like, this was so, the fact that this was even this close is gagging me. And let's wake this up because someone has to fucking say it. Let's speak about Rob, bitch. Let's speak about Rob. And I'm going to say this. Rob, and I'll defend him, Rob couldn't vote out Ron because he made it very publicly clear he trusted Ron. Yeah. He couldn't vote out Colton because he very publicly said he trusted Colton. He can't do a rogue vote because a rogue vote would be stupid and people would be like, why aren't you voting Lisa or anybody else? The problem with Rob's strategy is why the fuck are you saying you trust everybody under the fucking sun?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
No out at all. And that was the problem. He had to do Lisa, but he put himself in that corner and that was all his fault.
He never had to have that much trust in Colton, in my opinion.
Like, Colton trusted her, but other people trust you, Rob. Like, that's what annoys me. Like, Rob is coming after people. And guess what? Not Rob's coming after people. Colton's coming after people. He is just throwing bombs and they're sticking. For me, I don't care if you're my ally. It only takes one bomb thrown at me that could fuck up my whole entire game. Like, you trust me now, but when we get down to 6 people, when we get down to 5 people, are you still going to trust me then? No, I would have kept my mouth fucking shut and been like, Colton, like, I trust you, but like a lot of the shit you've been saying now in this past few days, like, I have to think, like, am I wrong? Am I wrong for trusting you?
Right. Agree.
Yeah.
Fully.
No. Exactly what you said. He boxed himself into this corner. Once we got to the round table, there was only so much he can do, and I understand that, but it's only because he so publicly declared his alliances with these people that were clearly like the perfect traitor candidates. Like, as a traitor, Ron is a great person to have at the round table for people to vote out. Like, it hides against you. Colton, same thing. Like, why are you bonding with those people? You should be bonding with the people that are so clearly faithful that when you kill them in the night, people are going to be like, oh, it wasn't Rob because Rob was close to Johnny Weir or whatever it is, you know? Like, you shouldn't be doing it with these people that are traitor candidates for
it's okay to do one, because then you know they're inevitably going to get voted out, and then you were like, I knew it fucking wasn't Ron. I told you guys, like, whatever. And people, I think, would look at that being like, oh, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, because other people could be like, you just wanted to keep Ron and to hide yourself. So it's a double-edged sword, because if you really fight for Ron and then Ron continues to like still being brought up in the conversation, people are just looking at that as you're hiding yourself behind him.
Yeah.
But it's like, you should really just throw it out when you know he's going to get voted out. You know what I mean? Like, when you know, I would throw it. And guys, I don't think it's Ron. Like, my gut is telling me it's not Ron, but if that's what everybody's feeling, like, whatever, let's do it. And then you look better. It's a balancing act. I don't know. I was pissed.
Yeah. Well, ultimately we have Ron going. The votes were really split, which was really fun. So we have 4 votes for Colton. They were Tara, Lisa, Johnny, and Kristen. The votes for Ron were Steven, Maura, Candace, Jam Jam, Dorinda, and Mark. So that was 6 votes. And then Lisa ended up getting 3 votes from Eric, Rob, and Ron. And the Rob vote was so crazy to watch. And it's just so wild when a traitor votes another traitor out, especially when that traitor doesn't go home. It's one thing if they do go home, like we had with Bob the Drag Queen and like all of that. But when they don't go home, it's like, ooh, I'm excited to see the turret. But then we have our wonderful host. What's his name?
Alan.
I was going to say Andy. Oh, Alan coming. No, literally. We have our wonderful host Alan telling the group that there's going to be a big banquet tonight, and so everyone needs to get dressed up real nice. Obviously, everyone suspects that there's going to be something crazy going on, and we are told that we are going to be having a murder in plain sight. He gives them, the traitors, a little brooch, this like red brooch that one of them
I thought it was an earring.
Has to wear. Oh, is it an earring? Maybe
nope,
it is.
I thought it was. Oh. And then somebody was like, bitch, why wouldn't there be a matching set? And I was like, I thought about that. Like, I really was like, so a little gorgeous earring. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a little brooch that you can like pin on somewhere. Lisa ends up being the one to take it. She has to get someone to touch the brooch, and whoever touches it is going to die. I think this is going to put first let me say, after we find that out, we see Lisa, Candace, and Rob all in the kitchen together talking. Candace has like a funny thing where she throws like a cookie at Rob or something. It's like, why
the
did
marshmallow.
You do that?
I am Candace down. And Candace, I will be a Candace apologist forever if I need to be. Put it here. I don't care what she does in the past, present, or future. I ride with that bitch. Down. She's a star. She's a fucking star. I love her.
So risky for them to be gathered in the kitchen like that, though. Like, I was waiting for someone to walk in and then like an awkward moment to happen.
I kept getting so scared. I know, same. But yeah, they like quickly are kind of trying to hash it out, but they obviously can't because it's public. And they have to start deciding like who they're going to get to touch this brooch. Ultimately, it's going to be Lisa's decision. I think we might get to a point where we just get down to it. I don't think she's going to get Colton. She's going to be able to get Colton to touch it. I think it's gonna end up being someone
Right
close to
here.
her, like a Dorinda or something.
I
don't
think it
know.
could
I
be
think so.
Johnny. I think it could be Johnny Weir because that's why
Mhm.
Tara might have this big blow up. I don't know, but this is what I want to say. And there was one thing I wanted to point out about Rob at the round table that I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
He was emotional as fuck. And I wanted
Yeah.
to punch him in the screen. I wanted to say, you are doing such a good job of we're gonna the Luke
No,
Gary, we're gonna get
We
into
gotta
that.
talk about that.
Because crimes have been committed against this nation. And that was one of them. No, but for me, I'm like, Rob, you're playing such a good traitor game. Like, why are you getting emotional? Like, shut the fuck
Right.
up. Like, just be like, Lisa, like, I don't know. I think they're going to get over it because he wasn't like going against her. Like, he wasn't it wasn't like Boston Rob and Bob the Drag.
Yeah, like
this.
coordinating it.
Right. But I just wanted to bring that up. I'm like, Rob, don't fucking do it. But I think Lisa needs to get Colton to do it. And it's the double bluff. It's the because he told everybody, if I die tonight, it's Lisa. Bitch, if I'm Lisa Rinna, I would get him fucking killed. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
what a fucking coincidence. He says that
Yeah,
in front of
someone's hitting him.
everybody. And then he fucking dies. Yeah, of course I'm being set the fuck up. Durr.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't know, like, how do you get someone to touch that someone that you're not close with, you know? Because I can see, like,
Yeah.
with Dorinda or something being like, oh, Dorinda, like, do you like my outfit? This is blah, blah, blah. And Dorinda's like, ooh, let me see, whatever,
You know what? I just came up with an idea. I think that would be cute. I also think what I would do if I was like near Colton, given it's hard for Lisa because they do have beef.
Right.
But I would make it fall. I would loosen it, make it fall off on the
Oh,
ground,
my
and be like,
gosh,
where the fuck is it? Like, can some and like, or you're in tears, like, can you get that
That's-
for me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart. Yeah.
That would
maybe
be
that-
crazy if someone accidentally does it because we saw where she put it at. She's wearing, I don't remember what color it is, but it's all
It's
just
like
like
a
a flat
lapel.
color. And then it's like right here on the side. So it'd be crazy if one of her friends was like, oh my God, this is so cute on accident.
I know. That's so something I would do. That's what I'm scared of. Like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I love that. So cute.
QT, we put on the Traitors. Don't touch shit.
I know. I would not.
Oh,
be
wait,
touching
who said it?
anything.
Someone
I
said that
wish
at the end of the round
Rob's sister
table.
Nina was. Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Someone said don't touch anything at the end of the round table because I was just rewatching the episode. And after
I
they
think it
said
Oh.
there was going to be
Johnny
a
Weir.
thing
I think it was
tonight.
Johnny Weir.
Johnny,
was,
our
yeah.
strategic queen, honestly. Like, go off. We're
I would,
just-
but that's what I would do. If I was like near Colton, I would like loosen it and like kind of like give it a shake or whatever and like have
I
a
think that's
conversation.
the best
with it.
option.
Or you're like ironing out your thing and you do like a little of this or whatever and you like do it and
Yeah,
it falls and
and
you're
it
like, where the
falls.
fuck is it? Oh, here it is, Lisa. Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
That's so good. I hope that happens.
Right. Nice seeing you. Yeah, so that's really all that we had for episode 6. I'm very excited for episode 7. It seems like there's a lot on the horizon, and we shall see where we head and how crazy this episode gets. I'm trying not to even think of any theories because I just want to be surprised and like obsessed.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at the Oscars where it's like the Oscars are like playing the music of like wrap up the fucking speech, like get into it. Yeah, because I was gonna add something else, and so the time ain't gonna stop for me.
That doesn't mean anything.
Thank you. Who are our predictions of who gets murdered?
Okay, let me think. Let me see all the people we
Who
have.
gets
I have
murdered
no
and
clue.
who gets banished? Just give a guess, Jordan. What the fuck is this?
How do
I
you
think-
guess that?
I think Jam Jam's gonna get murdered. That's my gut feeling.
I'm going to say I'm just going to pray if it's a guy, Colton, but I think they're like steering away from that where they're like, you can't do Colton now, but it's the perfect time to do it. I think
Yeah.
like Johnny Weir, you could get to do it. I think Dorinda is another good one. But also, I don't know. I don't think the person's going to die at the table. That's why I'm confused.
Ooh,
we've
like when
never
are they going to
seen
announce it?
I don't think it's going to be like, oh, hey, you died, so now fall on the ground and pretend like you're dead. You know, but it goes into why is Tara screaming? Because apparently, like, she gets hot and heavy.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I'm just going to assume it's
Yeah, and
either.
then they like run out of the room to try to do something. Like,
I didn't watch
someone's
the
gonna
preview.
Oh,
You
Jordan,
didn't?
need to watch the
No,
It's
I'm
preview.
gonna
so
go
good.
watch.
It's giving
You
cute.
have
Didn't
to.
know there were Survivor previews.
Putting me on blast is crazy. I just forgot to watch it for one episode.
I think Lisa's fucked though. I don't think Lisa has a way out of this.
Yeah.
Whether
Well,
she
if-
makes it next episode, I
Yeah.
don't know if she gets out of
Colton
it.
does get
Yeah,
killed.
if
There
it's
is
not
like an
next-
argument there's an argument for her to be like, okay, this is obvious. I wouldn't have fucking killed Colton. Clearly, I'm being framed. Like, I feel like there's
that's why they have. It would be so good to get it to be Colton, but I don't know.
I hope he gets banished though. I don't know how. I don't know how this whole fucking, because Rob said it. Rob was like, "Don't kill anybody who voted you out." I think that's exactly what you need to do because at this point, bitch, it came down to one vote. Also, you know what? Question: why can't Lisa get Rob to touch it?
Oh, like the traitor Rob? Interesting.
Why not?
Can you do that?
Wait, he knows what it is. I think they all know the object.
Yeah, but guess what? I don't think Rob's smart enough to be like, he probably thinks a traitor can't kill a traitor. And I'd be like, Rob, help me put this fucking on. I need to and then he just question production. Question, why can't I do it?
Someone touched it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I doubt it, but that would be funny.
You can keep the music playing now. I've said my piece.
It didn't go anywhere.
It was never stopping, so. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, well, that is all that we have for you on today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you watch live, if you didn't watch live and you're watching later on, maybe try to watch live next time. Put your notifications on for us, and we'll let you know when we are going live for episode 7. It's going to be a fun podcast, I'm sure of it. You can follow us everywhere at Reality Group Chat. Do it, please. You can follow me at Corey Tyler, QURITYLER. Daniel, where can they find you?
Daniel_Cusimano, just as it's written on the screen. Jordan, where can they find you and follow you?
You can find me everywhere at It's Jordan Staff on my ASMR channel. ASMR with Reality Group Chat.
And don't forget it.
All right, guys, we will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.